coverage of the NBA. And a chance here to check out some stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Paul in at point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Sohan outside. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes making that dunk look really easy.
Here's Lillard. Chalk up 2 there.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Jackson against Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Now here's Paul. Elbow shot. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Yeah, the future Hall of Famer Chris Paul at it again.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. And when I brought up Chris Paul, Coach marveled at his leadership, saying he's a heck of a player and a natural-born leader. Few players in the history of the game have been able to command an offense and a locker room the way that CP has throughout his career. Coach has nothing but respect for the future Hall of Famer. B.A.?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Paul. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside Barnes. No good with the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
Paul against Lillard. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
A difficult matchup for them last year, with them losing both games to a team with a bad record.
Vassell outside. Paul for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Paul for 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Knocks it loose. Paul with a steal. And here comes the break. Ball's going up the court. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Champagnie, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Lillard. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Spurs trail by 3. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade. And look at the soft touch. The rookie, Wembanyama, has really gotten this dialed in.
Lillard passes to Portis. Middleton with it. Jackson outside. Here's Lillard. Rebound by San Antonio. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies. He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Vassell outside. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Champagnie.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Right side, Paul. They double team Paul. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Vassell. And it's all tied up. Vassell's got 6.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
And he gets that one.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
San Antonio's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Champagnie. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Sohan. And that one is hammered home.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So on the floor for the Spurs, they've got Castle, Harrison Barnes out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Trey Jones, and it's Champagnie at the 3. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
The 3 from Barnes. He drops it from range. Barnes has got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Ali LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Ali. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Castle for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. It's Prince on the wing. Still no points. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession.
Almost almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Green. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Johnson's checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Collins outside. Takes it inside. And Collins with the slam.
Collins sees an opening, gets to the opening, and drives in.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Pass to Sohan. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Oh, it's stolen. They're running. Castle for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And he's going for the oop here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Trent. Wembanyama, high post. From 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 8.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scores, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson.
One shot.
You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Barnes passes to Vassell. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Bucks. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And Paul gets it to go.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there, an efficient shooter off the dribble.
The Bucks trail. Jackson right side. Pass to Lillard. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Vassell outside. Sinks it from distance. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Barnes, it's good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Here's Sohan, and that one is stuffed right through.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
The Bucks trail by 8. Here's Lillard. And again, unable to change momentum here. San Antonio's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to Paul. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Portis.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second. Lillard looking around. It could go. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Spurs up 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.